DRX want to drag them out of this dream and twist their reality back to our expectations. But ZETA, you're going to have to go against the odds. I think that is a very simple factor in this, and DRX still so consistent. Arguably one of the best games we've seen so far up against Optic, putting up a huge performance, looking solid. There obviously wasn't quite enough, hence why we are here. But already, look at this.
They're going to push towards Snowman again, right?
Proactive play from ZETA.
And this is great. In terms of the prep, in terms of that first series we were talking about, we saw DRX bust out this B-site execute with the deep wall. And again, Stacks being the one to push forward. It's exactly the same once again. We will get the plant down.
Hey, Mochi.
Damage just yet.
And I love this kind of... Well, not necessarily counterintuitive, but hyper-creative a way to just take away CT, which forces this retake to be so difficult that it just buys so much time. So ZETA have to focus on working back through
Dog, you're gonna fall!
They've done quite well at so far, taking down RB. Stacks going to be put to work, but they've lost out all the players on the site, and ZETA identify the way forward, slicing through middle, and now Zest and Marco. Tricky position, because how do they deny the defuse? I guess that's going to help out. Marco's trying to buy a bit of time, allows Zest for the swing.
Oh my gosh.
They deliver the goods. 2 back-to-back, putting 10 now on the back foot. It's only these 2 players doing everything they can, but the wall has to break, and he has to get the frag. The time, he ain't got much left.
Oh my gosh, how did they win that?
It's actually
that was a
crazy.
2v4, right?
Once again, after initially it looks like ZETA have the answer. They have the response to that. Initially we see so much pressure come through mid, and basically that's to attack the backline, attack some of this post-plant comfort that DRX have with this execution, and everything goes right for them. I'll be honest, it fumbled on site here. I mean, TenZ put in an awful situation here, but Zest there to close it out. DRX will find the pistol round.
Oh. Hey,
this is what I've got my eye on, though. ZETA's ability to really get into the backlines.
It's super hard to disrupt, of course. We know that. We've seen so many teams try and fail, but correct read coming out. 10 does get noted. And DRX don't look to be changing, but this is a full-on 5-stack over towards A for the defending side here. Going to post up numbers and hope for the best. Now noting a great deal, I'm sure. Maybe a second guess could come in, but no, they carry on forward. Laz still going to connect, but it's a 3-for-1 trade out. And DRX look unfazed, unfussed, and not losing numbers here. Comfortable work until it gets a little sloppy, but Sugar Zero low HP, and gets found by Marco. So 3 alive, 2 of the Bulldogs remain, everything good.
Hey, don't buy my headset.
Well handled there. See no real threat coming through.
I might need to put her in the crate in a little bit.
On the way to site.
Oh, you're so cute,
good
though.
read again from ZETA just to stack up here and try and make it as difficult as possible. So DRX going to come back into this. 2 Bulldogs, 2 Spectres. Stacks actually going to get a bit of swap out here for the Sheriff to get across to Zest. So we're going to be sitting pretty comfortable. Coming through to this about ZETA. Actually 2 light shields here, no real gaps in utility. We'll be bringing rifles into this one.
A pacey beginning to take that early control over towards A, but you can see the reply in kind from ZETA is this kind of walk mid. Was propped up initially by Laz joining as well. He's managed to make his way back. He's just going to roll over towards that A site. Again, let's see what that composure looks like. You don't want to lose players kind of on that halfway mark. If they're going to fight to try and keep site control, or if they dip for the full retake. As it stands, kind of somewhere in between. I want to see what Laz does with this. Sugar Zero.
Oh, he missed it.
Try and take a little bit more space here. Does get warded away, kept away. Utility still working well enough. Ball goes up, and plant goes in.
Mochi, you're gonna fall! You're gonna fall!
Yeah, I thought
you're gonna fall! Stop!
Spam didn't find it, but not to be at all. Spike now left in a precarious position.
Stop!
Zero and
Stop!
Laz gonna try and
I don't think you understand.
You can see DRX desperate to fight for him. Marco's done well to find Laz. Recovers the spike and tries to get out of danger. Need to hit the brakes for a bit, stabilize this round because it was about to spiral. He's going hunting.
Yeah, I was going to say, whether or not ZETA are going to push on the back of this. Zero.
You don't expect this. This is super bold play. Yeah, pushing up against
Sugar Hero.
That almost kind of encourages them to fight
right back. Sugar Hero.
Damage. Maybe 1 more than ZETA would have liked, but speaking of 1, it's 1 on the board for them.
Well handled there initially, and I mean this has got to be something ZETA try and replicate here. It is preventing the spike from going down, because I mean I was talking about this the other day. DRX have some outrageous post-plant percentage in terms of success, and ICEBOX being
it's 0. I know it's 0. I just say Sugar Hero though.
And we've seen this execution once before as well with the flash from Stacks and Buzz looking to dash over towards backside. This time a little bit of a fumble on the way in actually. I'm not sure if he just miscalculation on the dash, but wasn't able to really get in behind sight there. Which I think is the reason they're able to punch.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna not hold her. I'm gonna see what
Buzz
happens
if
I don't hold her. What is she planning?
You don't think get given.
I'll obviously
opportunities
catch her
that
if she
by
tries to
DRX, so you'll
fall.
take them when you get them. As it stands though, still seeing this defensive side try and take a little bit
What's
of
your plan?
territory, and I think that's something that should be high on the priority list, be it that little bit of a walk down middle, the capability to re-aggress towards A just in between that timing. I do like them staying proactive here, Zeta.
Fuck, I might need to go grab her cage
now,
or grab
you can
her
see the plan.
playpen.
But this is it. They want to prevent that B site execute here, so they got a Judge posted up deep here with 10. Two other teammates here. It's Laz and Depp, but
She wants out. Maybe she has a
Don't
P.
like
Yeah, you're
They
right.
felt something,
yeah.
huh?
And this could be
You have-
wide open here. I mean, it's going to be Sugar Zero called
I
upon
wanna
here for
play.
Zeta. This should feel like just
I don't
a
know.
tempo. At least
Don't
they're going to
understand.
concede site here and attempt to just approach the retake.
Not going to be particularly easy though.
Ooh!
That's huge.
Oh
That's
my
huge.
gosh! What?
In
Did you see that?
combination, coming in with Sugar Zero just to
That shit was
melt down on
big
Spike,
brain.
Another attempt of it. Stacks did take a little bit of chip damage, but he's not the first target. That is Crow gets past the first.
What?
He gets the second.
Dude, these
He
guys.
can't rain all the time, but he's raining in the bullets and the frags. Buzz tries to make a swing. It can't work. Is Marco left in a 1v4? What do you do with this? Nothing. Crow
Oh my
around.
gosh!
It's beautiful.
Wait, the
awareness for
adaptations
knowing
that they
the
made.
DRX wanna get
Wait,
the
they're a
key
different.
plants
They're a different
and sit
team.
very
Like
deep
in
in the
terms of what they're
post
showing now.
punishes the first
They're.
with the snake bite and shock dart combo. It's fantastic work from
Damn.
Sugar Zero and Crow. Again, the freebie.
That was
It's a free
insane.
kill as well. Gives them the numbers advantage. They've already sat back deep in,
What?
in
Hey,
anticipation of
hey.
just that.
Okay, I need
But
to go
Crow,
do something with her chat.
I mean, what was the
Give me a
second
second.
swing?
Man, I want to watch.
The
So
angle,
bad.
catch it perfectly.
Give me a second. Sorry.
So nice.
I'll be right back.
Confidence to come through and then
And he-
swing the second
yes,
as well.
so
Stacks is-
hyper-aware.
Exactly. He knows that Stacks has to get away from that.
It's so nice seeing players just having that kind of like mental step ladder of like, I swing this, I get him, then I've got that option for those couple of seconds, and then I can adjust. Now, I did actually want to say, let's hit the brakes and kind of
Kind of flipping unfavorable scenarios to keep the series as close as it was, which isn't their comfort zone. They're all about control. They're all about just kind of chipping away at these setups and then finding that point of exploit, really.
So we come back in after the timeout. Now, I doubt it's much for this round. We'll be looking at them identifying any of the problems. And a bit of a trade-out. Depp's not backing yet. Now he has fallen away slightly, but the heal's going to come out. That was very close. And Depp barely breathing, but still standing. Look at the amount of pressure here. Zeta, careful now. You can see them trying to test this. Zeta are happy to fight back. They're not relinquishing control yet.
Just coming back to that opening engagement discussion, Depp on the jet is obviously another conversation topic to come back to. Some shaky performances, but
I have to set up her P-pad area.
keep our eye on that.
Who
Again,
won? Won the round just
trying
now.
to find the way onto A site of Sugar Zero and
Oh,
Crow
wait,
here,
was
whether
it
or not they're going
pause?
to have the same sort of plan here with the utility. Shock dart going to come through at least.
Look at it. Look at this.
Beautiful.
This duo. The danger duo just dominating the site. That's perfect play. I love this. And they dip away for a second, and by now the rotations have come in, and Crow giving us a rinse and repeat. He wants this round again. This is his highlight reel. Welcome to it. Kick back and enjoy. But already a little bit of damage got done, and Stack still stands, but surely that's about it. Yeah, Crows having none of it. And that combo between
It's
him
just-
and Sugar Zero is beautiful to watch.
I mean, it's one of the biggest adjustments I want to see from Zeta is preventing the spike from going down. So all of these are positives in my eyes. Just having these little setups here, and the timing is perfect. There's no chance to even get off the plant here and reset. And then Crow through. He comes through again. Just look how confident he is for these clearances.
Give me 1 second.
Again, only a limited number of rounds, but I'm already so impressed from Zeta's adjustment here.
They seem so well prepared as well. Genuinely, really nicely prepared. Even just off the back of that pistol round, I felt as though they'd identified a couple of things that have worked very nicely for DRX. They've learned from the lessons that they were given.
The scary thing now, actually, Crow's got the Hunter's Fury here, so another chance to deny the plant. Actually, that's going to pop his ult, so...
And I like they're putting so much focus on trying to keep this plant under contest, to try and be a problem on this. But now with the suppression coming in, though, Crow does at least get locked down in that regard. He can't deny it this time. So facilitating the plant, they do need to now leave the site. They're going to pump the ult on the way out just to add a little more security to this.
See how Zeta approach this. Actually, the counter
A second.
Viper bit comes through.
Well, welcome to the green screen. Not going to see a great deal here. Yeah, thank you, observers. I appreciate you. Have fun. Can't wait to see you catch all these kills. TenZ going to find Buzz, but this is going to be just monstrous to keep up with. You just got to keep your eye on the time here. keep in mind that there's not much of it left. And you can see Depth trying to go exploring here, trying to address the back lines a little bit. Does find Stacks, that's not bad. RB still close by though. Takes the damage, he's fine. He's still
literally a
sitting
full-time
pretty. They've
dad
defended
chat.
the spike well enough here. As much as they try to thread through, it doesn't really matter. Depth can't make the big impact that he'd like to.
Okay, it's
And
even.
the round gets converted, but look at the investment of what came out.
I mean, important as well that RB falls here. Have to see what the knock-on effect here is for the economy. Again, it's going to force everything out in terms of the funds available. But big investment, as you said. Stacks and Marco. And these aren't rounds that they can just repeat now. They have to wait for this ultimate cycle to rebuild if they want to replicate this.
Wait, did they do it again?
Okay, so that got them, you know, into the post plant.
They did the Utocom?
Most, I guess one of the strongest suits, right? Is they look some of the best when those post plants are comfortable, but you look at the amount invested to get there. As you said, they cannot repeat that now, time and time again. They'll have to wait for those to cycle back through, of course. So what's the plan now for every other round?
Well,
they did it in a different spot.
DRX actually need to secure this first blood. They can't just
allow
ZETA to sit back because they're looking so comfortable right now. They have these couple of these utility dumps onto site. Actually, this time a big adjustment here. Previously, we've seen 3 members of ZETA over towards B main, just so paranoid of that one hit coming through once again.
Yeah.
But this time around, we've got 3 over towards A, because they haven't really felt a lot of heat, no real pressure towards B main.
But they're exploring, and I love this.
Yeah.
Seeing Laz push even a little deeper on this, and at the right timing too. He obviously doesn't know that, but it's the perfect time to start clearing, because this can be a cool and a quick rotation, hopefully, and support towards that B site. Because I feel as though you really don't be playing in those retakes initially. You want to try and find that perfect balance, but the timing is great here. They've just tried to explore deeper depth. Gets caught. Marco, great intuition just to check those back lines, not allow that to be exploited. Would they expect the next 2? Probably not, but it will at least be something they have to keep in mind now.
Well, Hunter's Fury on the flank as well. Look where Crow's going to set up here on the minimap.
Speaking of it, there it is. Popped and gone. Does it get the tags it needs? For now, not
they hit Marco.
Deal out of it. Spike's going to go down. They can't deny it. Spike's planted. RB still stands, barely breathing, but he's still walking. Going to get away, try and hold a little bit of the safety here, and the slight lean towards middle, maybe for the retake. As 3 of them look towards the side, wall goes up. They want to get a tap on that quick. Throughout the spam and lean forward. 10 wants to be the one to do this. Pulls out Hunter's Fury on the other side. I think Sugar Zero might have copped a bit of a chip damage off that. 10 though goes for it, gets 1, but it's traded, and no quick answer back either. Crow on the flank though, that could be 1.
Oh, Crow.
Get the second. Laz, where are you in this? Gets the rifle because he was suppressed, and now think of the time. It's starting to dwindle.
Oh
Laz,
my gosh, what?
They can't deny it. There's time on this. The defuse.
Wait, this is going to be a competitive game.
What a retake.
I'm actually glad. Dude, they're actually looking so good. I wonder what they changed.
Slight adjustment here with the wall actually cutting off. I think maybe this is to kind of plant the seed of doubt in ZETA's head, but wow. Again, Crow doesn't even do much damage, but it's all information off the Hunter's Fury, right?
Sure.
The confirmation, no hits
is
vital information for ZETA on the way back through. Wow. And this gets worrying now, because this B-side execute where the plant location is, I mean, it's not guaranteed that ZETA have a setup like they do on A side, right, to deny this plant. You can see them frantically spamming into the wall, but because it's a little bit obscure and it's kind of tailor-made by DRX, there's not an awful lot ZETA can do. They have to respect the plant. But this is a big win. To be able to win out.
Colors your crosshair? I use Cyan.
Exactly.
Like, that's, I think you could almost hear it in the comms, right? In that kind of like post-round, like, hey guys, we've done it. All right, that's a huge step. Because...
He should get spotted here, actually, if he...
Yes,
both of them.
Too. That's huge information.
Oh my.
Closing it on the kill. The guy's prowling. Marco, the audacity to still turn and check. But he still goes down. But bear in mind what they're coming in with is not a great deal, so this should be dealt with.
It's like a little bait poison orb there. Mid, he's just got the angle on the other side of it. Beautiful stuff.
It's very impressive to watch it from ZETA. This is looking like the real deal. Putting on damage.
Go for it. Go get it.
Here. Just trying to look for that final kill, but we have to talk bigger picture here. This is because the reason I started this day off talking about, you know, the dream of what ZETA was doing and how DRX really are the kind of ones to bring them back.
Squeak, yeah, that's Mochi playing with the toy.
Because the first time we saw this sort of matchup, and we've seen DRX against Optic, we've had every indicator that they are as solid as ever, comfortable, and ZETA, how far can that dream run go? And we're seeing a little bit more of this here, way more than I expected.
Well, I'll be honest, one of my biggest concerns now has almost been righted so early on in this, because Optic came out on top on ICEBOX because of the depth that they were able to display. A lot of that comes down to, credit has to be given to FNS. We were singing his praises yesterday. but that would have been one of my biggest concerns for a team like Zeta.
Yeah, no, they definitely put the hours in. I can see it for
so
sure.
Far, like I said, I've already seen all the adjustments I wanted to hit, particularly on the defensive team adjustment. I don't think playing slow is actually suiting them here because Zeta, in terms of damage control, in terms of damage limitation, they're winning out in the early round.
Oh, they absolutely are.
Do you guys hear the squeaking?
Big information found at the start, though, too, revealed. Does DRX continue with his plan? I'm looking at that mid-piece building. We saw a glimpse of it before, but they got noted by Sugar Zero.
Yes, okay. So that's Mochi. She's chewing a sheep.
To try and see what they can get. Now they're going to do it with rifles. 10 on the other side has to be on the money. A1 and Vicious. 3 on the other side of this.
Oh.
Beheaded. Pro's there, but the angle's not pretty for him to work.
Oh, they're getting crunched.
Step away, but the mid pressure's good, and they've isolated that play.
They have to push aside.
Back away from this and go for that B hit, which would be the safer play.
Oh,
which
wait.
It looks like they're doing, but look at the quick backfill on space here too. They're getting proactive, trying to bail out Sugar Zip.
Did you not see him?
He's lucky to get one. He is lucky to get one out of that. Still finds Buzz, but yeah, this round looks done. They have absolutely sliced them through the middle. This is going to be very tricky to work back in from.
Again, back to basis for DRX. Look at the plant location here as well. So with 2 members up towards kitchen, this could be huge. But Laz is here so early.
It's a freebie. And the double stack
winnable.
Kitchen.
Winnable.
Depths found RB. This is unreal. Okay, Zest and Stacks though. Come on, these are the classics, right? Would they have expected them to double stack? No. So Stacks gets to keep his life for now. And Crow and Depp, no subtlety to this. Here's the drop on 1. And Depp gonna close in. Gets beheaded. Gets executed.
Damn, nobody cleared that angle.
2 towards the site now, and you're gonna see these hard positions to clear. Oh, the white swing! This is a 1v1. He's sitting this. Laz is absolutely sitting this, and Stacks is going anti-flash. It's all about time.
Oh my gosh, that was so close.
He would have had it as well. There wasn't an awful lot left on that, Lauren.
No, there was not.
Damn, that was actually so close.
The skin of their teeth. And again, the sorts of things I was talking about early on here, Sugar Zero is literally in the one position to challenge that DRX mid split, the one where they go for this plant in top site. And he's punished immediately.
He tried spinning too.
Yeah, big sigh of relief, yeah. Again, the flash is crucial there, just to mask the footstep. I mean, obviously, you've got to anticipate that you're being pushed there, but...
Yeah.
Wow.
But again, can they... I want to see what they do to deal with middle now. Maybe just putting Laz a little bit more aggressive to handle it for now is something they want to achieve, or...
Is that innovation on the fly here for DRX? Is this kind of...
Yeah.
The adjustment regarding... Again, here we've seen them sit much deeper in more traditional setup here on the attack. Spike not committed either, but... Laz is in position to catch the cross, and there's 3 players to the right side of mid here. See Marco.
Nothing's drawn him away either.
No, there's no pressure towards him.
Exactly. I was waiting to see if there's any like capability to pull him out of this position, or if there's something that would make them, you know, want to maybe support that B side, or this could be it potentially.
As I say, the problem being he sat comfortably inside his TP range as well, so...
How long does he wait? The discipline show Laz can be so influential to this RB. That's a spike, and that's the
Laz on the chamber.
Well, that'll be a cool made.
Wait, Marco just yoinked the spike
there. What? Quick!
You catch it midair. Like what?
Wait, yeah. How did Marco get it?
Lucky boy. But spike is collected. It's in hand. Now Crow's still here. Sugar Zero's still here. Suppressed though. Okay. Gonna try and tame down the utility that can deny. So
the issue for them is they don't have the sage wall.
Try and get this plant in. Anyone gonna put their life for it to try and deny it? They gave it an attempt and
but they spammed everything.
Adjustment great as well for DRX. Again, Stacks is ultimate key in that regard in terms of denying the spike plant. But actually, this rifle was so awkward because you can't actually swing that default plant. It makes it so difficult to punish.
Stacks again. Just about gonna get the wall up. Tap the spike. Look a little further. And where's the kill's going to come from? Depth. So far, the one to find Buzz. This is just being held on by fine margins. Zest gives them a parting gift, but Depth on the trade. And Marco can't do anything about this. Has to sit and watch as the spike is defused. Zeta, they found the cure to what DRX have been peddling. This is unreal work.
Again, Marco's so disconnected. I'm not sure if he has a lineup or if it's missed or something. We've seen a number of different adjustments here, but that default plant does not look good for DRX whatsoever. And I got to say, at depth, one of the ones we've had questions about in terms of actually stepping onto the jet, he's looked fantastic in some of these retakes for Zeta.
Really nice. And even just like the utility work in the post plant, The pressure that DRX are feeling, nothing can take the Pokemon anymore. This is so good from ZETA. At 6-4, still a close game. The scoreline not quite as telling as some of these rounds have been polarizing, but again, they've broken the back of the money for DRX here, who are going to have to sit back down, and this is a round to maybe try and probe a little bit, try and figure something out.
I actually just noticed, Sugar Zero's throwing a poison orb that lands here in B main from somewhere back in spawn. I didn't note it there at the start of the round, but again, just to reinforce this triple setup towards B main.
Oh, that's quite nice.
But again, they're going to sit deep here. They're going to allow DRX safe passage to site. Probably try and deny once again. Going to be on Buzz with the Blade Storm here.
Yeah, do you know what they're doing? They're just calling out where the plant is.
Again, is this the one that DRX...
If they hit both, then they're going to plant instantly.
That's key, though. The suppress here to deny any of this utility.
Yeah, and you couldn't imagine two better players to get that on. Now, Sugar Zero is still...
What?
Unreal, and now he can. But look, you can see the attempt at the combo, but it couldn't quite find it in time. But they did at least catch a body in the mean. So, got 4 still standing, but they had to try and clear. Now, they only have pistols, so what are you going to do? Lovely underhand flash. And this is the only element that can make the difference. He can indeed tank it. He's already got it towards that halfway point. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there it is. So Depp's going to close it.
Yep.
And it's flawless. Again, that was only with pistols. DRX still trying to make something work off the back.
Oops.
But still, 7-4. And look at the ults on the other side they've got to toy with now.
Absolutely. It's perfect. The DRX played.
I'm about to use Sugar Zero's crosshair. What is this?
Find the suppress. That headshot's outrageous from Sugar Zero.
I'm gonna find it.
Depp again in the retake here. Cut this bit from the VOD, but looking so good.
Do like a little music synth or something. Like get creative with it.
A little blur,
yeah,
blur at the end
I like
there.
that. Yeah.
But like I said, Stax finds the 2 suppresses that means a site. It's free. They can get the plant comfortably. Again, weapon.
1-2 outlines on Cyan. Ooh, okay.
Different one. Okay. They baited me. I can hear Baller laughing because I think he thought it was the same one as well.
He's got such a distinct laugh as well. It really cuts through, you know?
Well, we were in the right place at the right time to catch it, if it was that one.
Yeah. I thought you meant the laugh.
I can hear Baller's laugh from a mile away.
For now.
Oh, shit.
I mean, this is such a... I feel like I've slipped in some... You know, twisted reality. Yeah,
what?
like, and the first 2 rounds for DRX with
Wait, what?
Like,
he's swinging that?
We look at these games, we talk about underdogs, and there's always that point where you're like, right, it's that game. It's, you know, we're the ones. We're the Grim Reapers to take the, you know, the team that everyone loves to see, kind of, you know, to the grave at that point.
That was like an alpha swing. Holy shit.
ZETA have done everything we wanted to potentially see. You know, that wish list, that bucket list. And they've got the first pick, and it's untradeable.
You do have the Reds here. RB going to come through, but they have to.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Oh, it was all a trap. It was all a ruse. They were waiting and almost got the follow-up. The tag on Buzz is good, but not quite enough to do it all. And the adjustment on the fly. Are they?
This has got to be that mid hit. It's got to be that mid hit.
Yeah, but there's players already here. TenZ in position, Crow. Yeah, hey guys, they're going kitchen. Can you believe it? TenZ already. Spike now down, and Sugar Zero not feeling the pressure. He can just deliver damage as Laz waiting. This has been systematic from ZETA. It's a 3v2, sure, but Laz is still a turret on the side, and he's not relinquishing control. Crow!
8-4 half.
Fair enough, ZETA. You've done enough to get me aboard. I'm on the train. I'm a believer. It's 8-4 on the half. Mike, are we...
Dude, this is a revenge match. This is quite literally a revenge match.
This was probably the most uncomfortable start in terms of the veto. But wow, what a step up here from ZETA, and what a statement to be made in the first half.
ZETA continue dreaming. Desk, how you feeling with that, huh?
It takes a lot to make
a strong half, and it's ticked all the boxes that we've been waiting to see if it's.
I'll go to the Japan stream if it gets a match point for them.
Finish line. It's still DRX. I have to remind you, one of the teams who look some of the strongest in this. And here we are at 8-4.
See how ZETA approach this. It's Laz to probe towards a site initially here in the pistol round. ZETA actually in position to greet some aggression in mid here. Knife going to reveal nothing. Doesn't tell DRX anything about this setup here from ZETA. It's only Buzz posted up with eyes on B main. He's on top of yellow right now. Drone should be able to clear him and should catch sight of him. Buzz got to give this up now, but Stack's quick in the rotation. Be in a position, and he's actually bought the flash here, so going to try and support Buzz to
the pop flash.
The orb, but not rewarded with a kill.
Yeah, such nice intent to approach. 45 seconds, and it still looks like this A piece will be at least considered. Are they actually going to scrap that?
Yeah.
They don't have much time.
I was going to say another 10 seconds. I'm getting worried if they're walking away from A site there, but
you'd be walking in blind at that point. You'd have so little information and time to be able to clear. So that I feel like it has to be a commitment.
left.
But
well, it's only RB here. He can't really prevent this spike from going down. They've given up A site.
So ZETA, careful on the way through. Wall goes. Sugar Zero going to push up a little.
Oh, they missed a molly.
Get a little bit of a closer spot. Spike down, and we look at the post bomb 5v5. We get to see the best of the both sides.
Holy shit, that was so much damage from the shock.
He's on one, and Crow's been one of the quieter members. Let's put it that way. Not necessarily anything bad, but just compared to the others, your Sugar Zero, your TenZ, your Laz, he's been the second string. But right now, the first with the bow. There's Laz from up above, still going to be watching for this. Buzz does find 10, and the rebuild begins, but now they've got the wrap factor. They could have gone around the back on that one, but Laz is the one to connect towards Marco. And now Buzz finds it back. That's the Buzz you need to be seeing.
Holy.
Joined by Stacks.
That was close.
They have the time, even though it will be a little close.
Beautiful stuff there. Again, that's after, like I said, it's only RB here. He can't really challenge, which is why he's in place so deep behind screens. Now this attempt with the utility to deny this plant going down, but DRX good for the retake here. A couple of key kills from Buzz as well, who again was kind of eliminated from the first half, not through any poor performance, but just not really having a say in most of these rounds.
No, and it's become quite the trend almost that teams have gone so much better at isolating, others who they want to really deny that pop off, right?
Playing anti-plant, it doesn't give Buzz any opportunities to find a kill or do damage. Talked about that first execution onto A side where the flash comes behind Jen. The plan there is for him to get back and defend that wall.
Let's see if this starts well. Buzz propped up in the
Wait, Laz could potentially, if they let Laz walk up all the way.
Build up.
Oh.
That's what you want. He's got plenty other positions to fall around and play towards.
Well, no dashing. He's coming back to yellow, though. So, again, Stack's probably going to try and play him in here with a flash. You can see it. Beautiful.
Oh, that's so nicely done. Yeah. Nice work. Buzz going to punish Laz on that one. He's not necessarily falling off this either. Happy to take a challenge in a fight, which the frenzy should favor, but doesn't.
What? What?
10 turns around and wins it, does he? Seems unreasonable. Fair enough. Crow and Depp. It should be alright now. I mean, you're down to 2. Are they actually going to get a plant? I mean, we're bad enough. DRX quick to deny
Wait,
it,
what?
and they now get the second. So 4 stand. They lost out on Buzz, but I mean, he was standing there. He was willing to lose life.
Huge opportunity to regain here in the second half. Sure they can pull off it. Actually, Buzz one away from the ult orb here. Whether or not he's going to make a play for, looking here, actually he's over towards kitchen. Don't think there's going to be any attempt to get the Blade Storm online off the rip. Again, probably scared of the snake bite and the shock dart from Average Kronas, because that's an easy way to deny that free kill.
How dare you do that?
What?
So nonchalantly.
Average Kronas. Everyone knows Average Kronas.
Why have you made his new sub sound? Has he paid for that?
No, of course not. It's a freebie.
What a kind man. Oh dear.
But ZETA, let's see how pretty deep once again. Again, they want to be cautious of playing these close contacts here with the Spectres, but DRX actually giving up a lot of space once again. See what ZETA do with this in the early round.
I do want to see what their checklist looks like. Because it felt like they were so prepared for the first half. I do want to see if that somewhat translates through here. Now, of course, we're into the weaponry rounds. This is still a bonus to an extent, so still with a pinch of salt, but we did see in the first half that DRX garnered the first 2 and then carried on forward.
And talking about protocol, actually on the back of the Owl drone, Buzz backs right away, sees no follow-up, but Stacks actually comes across here to be sighted.
Dangerous game, man.
Oh, he got walled up.
I'm a little worried about that, but he still actually found Laz. Look at the HP on Depp as well. This is not looking good. RB is running them absolutely ragged here. And they're still doing damage. DRX dig their heels in. This is not over. This is not the game that you think it's going to be. DRX, a quick reminder of who these boys are. Well, the tournament favorites here. And 1/2 does not make the victor. 0 sharp on reply, but again, the spike's so deep in enemy hands, it doesn't really matter.
10 seconds left.
There's any opportunity to recover this now, but big win here for DRX to flip this round.
They might need a timeout.
As well.
Oh.
I mean, Buzz happy to die at this point because he gets the Blaze Storm regardless. He's got a Spectre in hand. It's an upgrade, if anything, for him. Right out this next purchase. I mean, actually an opportunity to get the Operator online, but he actually goes for the full shield. Knowing that the purchase might suffer a little bit for ZETA here. Again, you're just mentioning the protocols there. That Owl Drone comes through, it pulls Stacks across to make that same play once again. The information's there early enough to set up that flash. But the response is actually the Owl Drone and the knife go through ZETA. So Zest will be called upon in mid. Hold on to that boiler position, but again, actually, ZETA will peel away from that.
I wonder what they've identified from this or what they want to try and do. See how quickly DRX are responding. Insta 3 stack towards middle.
The dink.
Look at it, just immediately Stacks comes across here.
Yep.
Oh, they're getting ready for the pop flash.
It gives time for this rotation. It almost gives an opportunity to find this free kill on the back of the flash as well.
You can see it, so poised and ready. There it is. Pop flash in. It's perfect again. It did seem as though one of them was anti-flash
ready
for
for it,
10.
Yeah, they're
like 10 was either anti-flash or just sat close behind the box.
They're
so
prepared
just
for
didn't
it.
meet And we did already see that earlier on, so if they found that as like something they could maybe explore, quite impressive to ZETA, but we have been constantly impressed by them. Stacks ready for round 2. Can he buy another bit of time here? Yes, he can. That one catches. And again, so much potential danger. You're right, but it just doesn't quite find any bigger purchase. Yes, depth's a little lower, but it's not the end of the world. But Buzz is unrelenting. He's still standing in the double face. The spacing was a bit dangerous there, but Laz still succeeds. So Yellow now garnered. They've got at least a little bit of...
Damn, they broke every piece of the wall.
Punish on the fallback. He goes back for seconds and he gets it. 14 seconds though. They need to think about the spike and getting that down. We're going to be sub 10 by the time they get towards the site. And Stacks is just delivering in droves. 2v2 and the HP is low for Laz. And now the time is of the element and it's a problem.
Oh my.
He waited so patiently. Gave nothing away and Sugar Zero gets nothing given. We're back all even 8-8.
Important there that actually DRX still recover that after, again, getting no value off that setup. And Buzz, a little bit of a fumble there on the second, at least. Something. They waited long enough for the second. It completely catches ZETA off guard.
I'm going to turn on the AC real quick. So hot in this house.
Even really do too much notable damage. I think initially tagged up, it might have been Crow, I think, but with the heal coming through from 10, it almost accounts for nothing. And we're all tied up, 8 apiece. Lad's actually going to bring the tour de force into this round.
You want to play? Let's play.
Buzz actually now with the Operator. And that's key because he's been looking for very, very close or early contact on B main here. Posted up in a number of different positions. So we've got to rely on the diligence here from ZETA in terms of these fact finders. Again, it's nothing particularly out of the ordinary here, but DRX, it's just a carbon copy once again. They're playing so deep on this, Lauren. What was it? Almost forcing ZETA to sweat, right? There's so much time and so much space given up for free. Eldrone actually just trying to avoid, but in the reposition from Buzz will be noted yet. That's exactly what I'm looking for here, and he has to back away. And I think ZETA know that Stacks is playing deep for that flash.
So they are working out the puzzle, but they still need to get that next part of this.
Oh no! Oh, depth!
Trade though for depth. Big trade. Very quick to it as well.
But it's 10 with the wall.
That's a
that
huge loss,
absolutely
right?
cripples this B-site execute.
Yeah, they have to work with so little now. And Stacks, his presence alone is a problem. RB now hitting that rotation as well. You're going to have so many of these players close by here. Marco isn't far. Yeah, you can see Marco's not far.
They have the mollies with the other mollies.
And now they go. Try to get towards the site. Try and get maybe the spike down. Do something. Actually, they want to aggress a little. Maybe try and remove some of that presence. And they do well enough for a trade.
Oh, they had really good trades right there.
2 for 1 gets them mid control, but they have to still look towards CT. And there's still players there. RB and Zest being the 2. And it's all on Laz in a 1v2. He's going to get the shots on 1.
Zest is stuck in the slow as well.
Zest, it's all about timing.
Oh, was he able to get out?
He's falling away from this. He's buying precious seconds with every single step. And Zest has to clear. He was supreme for his side before, and he has to find a little bit more of it. But Laz has lost a little bit of the timing here, because look at Zest. He's closing the gap, but Laz, the awareness. Oh, and now the nerves start to build, and he makes it across. Zest wants it halfway. Shoulder peek in. 34 HP.
Oh my gosh, that is so close.
Shot. Laz will be devastated off the back of that. The nerves starting to peak all together. And Zest kept his cool.
He had him dead to rights. He had him dead to rights. I can't believe Zest has closed that one out. DRX actually going to put 1 round ahead now. Again, great defense here as ZETA try and mix things up. Like I said, losing 10 on the way in there makes this B site hit so much more difficult. There's no safety net, Lauren.
No, you're right, and I do like the fact though that with that, then they pushed deeper in towards B site.
The
They had to double swing it.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that they identified it and then had to execute that plan on the fly. But still, we have to once again come back in the room. You know, we've been dreaming this idea of this, you know, as I said, fairy tale run.
Oh, they were able to break it from.
DRX are correcting everything. They are putting everything back on course. It's 9-8. ZETA probably going to start feeling a little bit of that pressure now. They did everything they had to in that first half. They've been getting close. They've just been torn away from the fingertips, unable to hold on as the ult gets popped here as well. And it might be just to push up someone like Marco as well. Tag comes in, and look at Marco's positioning here as well. He's so close to that swing. Ooh, gets checked back in by Depp.
As meanwhile, trying to make some progress towards A site. RB on the other side of this. Does have Depp here as well now. RB going to be drifted away from this wall as it starts to crack. Actually going to find a freebie on the ropes as well. Try and slow things down here. ZETA desperate to trade this still.
Sadly, desperation not that flattering. RB with the spray looking real nice though. Just stronghold now for DRX. That vice-like grip on the game. I mean, those fantasies are now out the window, I feel like.
Exactly, it's a reminder, it's a wake-up call that this is DRX.
Yes.
The recovery has been fantastic in the second round. 6 rounds unanswered now. ZETA come back into this with the purchase, but there's not an awful lot left to give. Actually going to be a timeout called here. Rightfully so, I think they're just awaiting. They're ready to just... I'll be honest, just absorb a hit on either side.
Yeah.
And like I said, the adjustment just hasn't been there for ZETA for me.
No. So we'll see what they've got, any capability to cook up. It looks like an all in piece towards A unless anything changes soon. Sugar Zero's ult and obviously TenZ to play with. On the other side, Buzz, more than capable. RB similar seems.
This is a little different though. Much quicker this time around from ZETA.
Above a minute. Already starting to build in. Laz following around. And actually Laz is the one to find RB. And we saw that RB had really had his number for a couple of these goes. And effective trades for ZETA. The site should be theirs. The Res going to confirm that fact as well as with RB at a loss. He can't do the same thing back.
Oh no, 10!
Oh no, tried to tank it. And just got denied at the end. And while that happened, Depp also got another frag, so this is still looking okay. It's still okay, it's Zest, hold on. I'll take a step back and a breath, because this man is still standing and breathing, so there's always an opportunity and a chance.
Oh no, it's not on the bomb.
By his side.
I mean, I'm hoping that lineup was off a little bit, but there's a chance here to actually defuse out of line of sight.
Yeah, they could defuse.
Corner here. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, he absolutely can. Who can deny it? Who can stop this? He's pulled off from it. Zest! He's holding
Oh wait, he got off.
He didn't get towards halfway, but Buzz, he's gone back under. He's not stopping.
Oh my gosh.
They get him eventually.
Wait, Buzz got off.
Oh, real close. ZETA not going to let the gap go too far. We're at 9-10, and this is.
I wonder if he.
This is a tense game now. But the money was okay. I'm still seeing like 7K on stacks. You know, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. They've been doing very well this
6 rounds. They've got a 6-round cushion here, like, and the base storm available. Operator coming back into this round.
Yep.
Again,
Yes, the molly was hitting him.
Almost a slight mistake.
The Viper molly does like no damage. It's like
to come through here without line of sight from Belt. Again, I think it's on the back of that fragment coming through. There's adjustment. They have to
unless there was a shock dart
to get the second plant down, but great work from ZETA to deny that.
We see it again, don't we? The start framed for Buzz to find that first pick. The flash can come in if he feels too much pressure, but there's an adjustment. It's a little bit of a look towards middle as well. Keep in mind, Laz is exploring this. So maybe an addressment towards stacks. Maybe they want to try and displace his positioning.
oh, look at Laz.
Pressure towards long now and see if they can get a punish towards him because Laz has threaded the needle.
Wait, how did Laz get past here?
I'm kind of curious what they do with this because this could be just tailor-made to try and keep stacks.
Wait, how did she get here?
It's usually the knife or the drone to spot this, and Laz has got through. He's going to find the first kill here. Buzz is going to fall.
Yeah, and now how quickly can he adjust?
Where did the gap come
now
from?
He spots Stack, so he knows that's the next layer to this. The wall goes up, so now they can get that spike across. Spike now going to go down. The ult comes in to add to play, and he actually wants to push towards CT, and that's very bold from Laz. I like that he's still trying to keep space here for the side, but he's a little alone, so no one can really trade him either.
I think ready to give his life up here.
Ooh. No, that's good. He got one kill. I think they have res though, right? Yeah, they do.
Still going to give favorable numbers here. Keep them on the side. Brings out the res though, so Stacks back on the feet.
Hunter's Fury available as well, so many tools for Zeta to convert this round of DRX.
They're saving.
Oh no, they rezzed in the save?
Okay,
they don't even want to entertain it.
So I feel as though just what we've seen there alone is going to be a real, not necessarily a huge problem.
I don't think you need to res because look at their econ. If they had 3 rifles, literally Mako has armor. He could drop someone. Same with RB. I'm pretty sure he could. Wait, can RB? No, actually. No, so yeah, someone would get a fucked by. Actually, never mind. Someone would get like a bulldog or something.
Because they're so stuck in their ways in terms of these protocols. As soon as contact comes through, Stacks goes towards B. Drone and the knife confirm nothing. Means that Laz is able to get to that position and punish Buzz.
I can't blame them to be caught off by it once.
Well,
but
where's
if it
the adjustment now?
Again
Exactly,
now,
where's the adjustment?
You have to have like intention behind the, even further behind the utility now.
It's literally been one.
Zeta are bringing this back.
Entire half of DRX, and this is the
man. Laz is going huge for them.
An adjustment. And we can see it straight away already. Look, Stacks now down on B main with Buzz.
So now do they exploit it further? If they're going to have to make some of these players kind of force themselves either to the extremities or more dedicated towards sites, do they then try and flip the switch a little, kind of maybe pull a rotation here and catch a punish on it? I'd be interested to see what the plan is now that Zeta have maybe forced DRX to make a bit of a move and have to respect that in kind. It looks like a deep hold towards A, which could allow for this site take to come in quite cleanly and just full retake, I guess.
Marco does have the Viper's Pit, but he is the only member of the DRX here.
Oh, we got the dink.
Shot here onto Depp. And should be able to find the heal onto him. And back into a position where he can entry here. Marco actually going to come across. He's going to pop the Viper's Pit early. Look how much it covers, Lauren.
Huh. But they're not. I'm watching the spike. They ain't going towards that.
I mean, they baited it out. It's whether or not they now commit to this rotation.
But they've done that relatively quickly too. I'm kind of impressed they've pulled this off at like what 45 seconds. They've still got room to play with. Can they catch any of these rotations towards middle? That's a bit of an issue. RB is going to slow this down.
Laz is going to take contact right here. This is depending on if Laz gets his kill right here. Oh, so close.
He's going to dip further forward. All the steps, all this information, they've heard so much of this. This has to be called through now. Everything's been read here, but they have to go. They have to make a go of this. Look at the time, 25 seconds. We're going to try and deny Zest, but he's going to spot the cross. RB strikes Stacks as well. It's a crunch. It's been a trap in the making the whole time. Buzz unfazed, and Stacks to close. DRX read it to a T.
Perfectly played. The prime gaming flaws here for DRX, and no better word for it. Again, Zeta left scrambling. Like I said, whether or not they were going to commit to this rotation, but it gave DRX time. And they make it work for them. Beautifully done. And these are the sorts of rounds that you talk about when you're questioning the depth of a team. It's that adaptation. It's how they can adjust. And right now, DRX winning out in that regard.
Yeah, they are. Again, it's when that pedigree comes in, that longevity to how they've played like this, to this standard, to this level. DRX do have so much depth to them. You've got to respect Zeta for pushing them there. It's not over yet. It's 10-11. And Laz again is given room to work here, and I don't think Zest is going to catch much of this. 10 can't get there in time to deny. And Buzz actually going to lean back in. Buzz considering it, and then slips away. But they have managed to get Laz up here, but there has to be that potential consideration in mind that someone has slipped the next. They did note that one player, but they didn't expect Laz to be tucked in towards kitchen. He's found room. He's exploiting DRX right now, and it could once again be that B pinch that comes in, because they've got to know that Buzz and Stacks will still be around here somewhere.
No pressure coming through onto the plant though as the wall goes up.
They have to clear him. He's going to buy them so much time.
Holy shit. Wait, Laz, if he gets another here, that's massive.
Where Sugar Zero's playing. Still got a trap up in mid. So much control here from Zeta.
And Laz just slips away. Perfect timing on it as well. He can re-aggress this. They're going to be paranoid. He's going to hear these steps. He can call out the positions, and TenZ unmoving. He's
oh, they're not going to expect 10 right here.
Bated breath. Time to strike. Depp got buzzed down. He wants a bit more. Plays in between the wall. Finds RB, and they know that Stacks is still lingering around here, and those flashes pop.
Wow, Laz's patience, dude. Holy shit, this is so close.
They find the flawless right back to DRX 11-11.
What will it be this time? Have any
wow. I mean, What could DRX do now? I mean, we're talking about how deep they're having to play. I think that's on the back of, we've seen a couple of examples now of, if you lack a traditional Sentinel, how many different parts of the map you have to physically cover. You need to put a man in place, and Laz is punishing them for it. Again, this kind of slow work in the early round now actually looking a little more comfortable.
Dude, Laz is, he's feeling it right now.
Feel as if they're going to find this success time and time again.
No, but they found a theory.
Yes.
There's a theory in work here. Now, it isn't going to be that exact replication every single time, but it is possible. And Laz, there's a reason he looks like the main character, because right now he is.
Oh, damn. They have 3 people committed to stopping Laz right here, from stopping his mid lurk. They have the Sage watching tube, KO's watching under, Silva's watching the mid. Holy shit, they're committing so many people there.
He does have support here. And now they're going to note that Zest will be on this side of the map. They're going to know that he's hanging around this area. Okay, only notes 1.
I think you need Chamber to control kitchen. Yeah, Chamber's really good on this map.
Fury again. That's the other thing I'm looking at here. Is there discipline with not over-investing in some of these rounds?
Wow, he's so patient.
Really admire.
Oh, he got knifed though. Feels bad.
Noted by that knife. I'm not 100% sure. It seemed as though he would have. So again, if they found him, that could have changed things here. But now we have to look towards the site and what's happening. So Spike's going to go down as the wall goes up, and the post plant should be safe. And again, with that later play lingering around, there's no damage to this coming in.
2 snake bites, 2 shock darts, a Hunter's Fury.
But they're going to break all pieces of the wall.
Utility still available here, and the Hunter's Fury thrown out quick, actually. I'm okay with this, even if he just finds a tag, and it will just be 1.
That's fine. There's still numbers, there's still bodies. Depth forced back, you can see the reaggress. The dip back in, Zest finds 10. The fight's still in DRX, and as is in depth. But look at the lurk.
Dude, Laz is so late on the lurk right now.
Still need to keep them entertained. Chrono Trigger Zero have to sell them a story, sell them a tale, and ZETA!
Holy shit.
Where has this performance come from? 12 to 11. The dream's alive and well, and once again, Laz on that back line play. This guy is an
It's time. It's time.
後半になって本当にこのラズの立ち回りが光ってる。
Dude, Laz is actually being so patient right now.
おそらくさっき0ポイントのナイフ刺さってると思うんですよ、ラズに。ただ動き見てる感じ、あえて前に出て映りに行ってるのもなんとなく僕には見えました。なるほど。怪我的にそれがあったことでよりが少し遅かったですよね。はい。で寄り切ったタイミングを、味方との情報共有、おそらくハンターズフューリーに当たったというのも見て、ラズが前に出たと。前に出てくる。バス。あと1本で終わりというところ。
Wait, what? Wait.
5対3。
They tried to speed up the tempo.
思い切った作戦 DRX。いや、ここで落ち着いてます。いいですね。うまく受け流したのがゼータ。この5対3、冷静にいきたい。あと1本だ。また逆転劇を見せてくれるのか。あと1本。いや、詰めてくることも読んでましたかね、ゼータ。時間をかけすぎるとハンターズ距離が怖い。そうですね、設置遅延のスタックスのフラグメントもありますから。そうですね、1本切りました。で、あと10の
Oh my god, they're waiting for them to outplay themselves.
強気に勝負してしまっても問題ない。ミッドのマコ。ゆっくりと詰めてくる。
Oh, nobody's looking. Nobody's looking.
人数差がある中。
Oh, he takes his feet.
これはすれ違っている。噛み合った。
Oh, they gambled wrong.
A サイトフリーで入れたゼータディビジョン。配置つきましょう。ただポジションはすごく広がってますね。トレードマークの位置的には全部は囲いきれていないので。
If Sugar Zero gets ready to play off this alarm bot right here.
シュガーゼロ。おっと一旦エイムを外しましたが抑えた。正面をテップ抑えた。105
Damn!
13対11第1マップアイスボックス勝利したのは日本代表。